of drier weather for 2 straight days, 3 straight days, but not 4 straight days. We're going to talk about a potential zone of thunderstorms coming up. All the new data in a few minutes.
Thank you, Jeff. With that storm, those storms, we've seen a lot of storm damage too. In fact, many of you at home probably trying to figure out what to do with that storm debris. Cities all across the metro have set up drop-off sites and pickup plans. If this applies to you, go ahead and scan that QR code on your screen. That will take you to this page on our website, kshb.com. There you'll find a list of plans for cities throughout the community. We'll continue to update that as we get more information.
Meanwhile, strong storms continue to pound North Texas.
This round comes on the heels of this weekend's deadly storms and tornadoes that killed at least 25 people across 5 states. Scripps News correspondent Jamal Andrus has the latest from Dallas.
Powerful storms ripping through Dallas-Fort Worth early Tuesday, unleashing hurricane-force wind gusts and hail. Sirens blaring and the National Weather Service issuing a tornado warning, urging people in the area to take cover and stay off the roads. The violent storms knocking out power to more than 1 million customers in Texas. The outages coming as parts of the state face sweltering heat, and it follows a weekend of deadly storms stretching from here in Texas to Kentucky. A 67-year-old woman died when a tree fell on her house and the roof collapsed in Mercer County, Kentucky.
That's terrible. I mean, at nighttime, you don't see it coming, and it just happens while you're in the bed, sleep. It just, my heart goes out to them. That's terrible.
Cleanup and relief efforts are underway in hard-hit Claremore, Oklahoma.
There has been several hundred dump trucks full of debris already getting out of the area.
And 7 people died, including a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, when a tornado swept through the small community of Valley View, Texas. The threat of severe storms lingers through the evening Tuesday, with forecasters warning flash floods could strike northern and central Texas, as well as southern Oklahoma. Jamal Andrus, Scripps News, Dallas.
Back here at home, we're working to learn more about an overnight officer-involved shooting that left 1 man dead. Last night, 5 Kansas City, Missouri, and 2 Kansas City, Kansas police officers shot at a carjacking suspect. That carjacking happened near East 24th and Highland Avenue in Kansas City, Missouri. Police say they later spotted the vehicle and the driver refused to stop, so officers followed the vehicle to US 69 and 18th Street Expressway in Kansas City, Kansas. That's when they say the 41-year-old man opened fire. Police shot back, hitting him multiple times. No officers were hurt. The Kansas Bureau of Investigation is reviewing that incident.
Closing arguments have wrapped up in former President Trump's hush money trial. Trump's defense team went first, followed by the prosecution. Trump accused of covering up the reimbursement of hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election, but he denies any involvement with her. Jury deliberations expected to start tomorrow and could take anywhere from a couple of days to several weeks. Now, if convicted, the judge could sentence Trump to probation or up to 4 years on each count in state prison, which, by the way, will be a maximum of 20 years.
A skydiver's parachute might have played a role in a plane crash that happened during a skydiving mission Saturday near Butler, Missouri. That's according to the FAA. The agency says a parachute from one of the jumpers deployed over the plane's tail, causing damage, and that caused the plane to lose control. Before it crashed, the pilot jumped out safely with a parachute. All the skydivers had already gotten out of the plane. No one was hurt, but the plane itself, as you can see from that video, was destroyed. Today we're spending time focusing on what are called startups. A group called SCORE helped 530 new businesses launch all around Kansas City last year.
And Friday, the group will host an event all about entrepreneurs and entrepreneurs finding investors, rather. We're talking with an organizer with SCORE, the winner of a pitch competition, and a business owner. KSHB 41 News reporter Charlie Keegan shares their perspectives.
Teresa Speece's workday begins with putting on an apron. Then she fills a tub of white chocolate and drizzles it over toffee. But she never guessed Cedar Street toffee would become her life.
It was a total leap of faith. It was either, make it a job or it's just a hobby. And it's absolutely a career.
Before she moved to this Prairie Village kitchen and storefront, Speece consulted with a group called SCORE. Mentors volunteer to guide new businesses toward their certifications and beyond.
New startups are part of the engine that keeps our economy going.
Jeff Mayteen and SCORE are hosting an event Friday called Access to Money. It'll help entrepreneurs learn how to find investors for their ideas.
It's probably the greatest resource in one place for new entrepreneurs.
At last year's event, Edie Howard won a pitch competition. The win helped propel her to launch her business, KC Special Recruits.
I had investors and resources come up to me after that and hand me their business card.
Whether you're launching a job placement and training company like Howard or a toffee shop like Spiess, this event wants to give every startup a leg up. Charlie Keegan, KSHB 41 News.
If you are interested in attending this year's event, we have the details right here. Access to money begins Friday morning at the Kauffman Foundation Conference Center. It costs $39 to attend. Registration is available online. We put a link to do so inside this story on our website, kshb.com. We want to explain to you why we put such a focus on startups and why groups like SCORE can really make an impact. Take a look at these stats. They come to us from the Group KC source link. They show new businesses created an average of 17,000 new jobs every year from 2018 to 2022. New businesses account for 66% of all new jobs in the metro. And these entrepreneurial firms usually pay better salaries than the average employers.
Kansas City, Missouri police are warning about a scam that cost at least one person more than $1 million. The scam starts with a computer pop-up with an error message that says your computer isn't working properly. Then it provides a number to call for tech support. If you call that number, the scammer tells you your computer and your financial information have been compromised. Then they tell you to liquidate your assets into gold bars. They will then send someone to pick up your gold, claiming they're safeguarding your assets. So far, all of the known victims are between 65 and 80 years old.
It's been 5 years since this massive EF4 tornado touched down in our community. We'll take a look back at this day still ahead.
The St. Michael's Veterans Center is getting ready to break ground on over 60 new units right here on their campus off Leeds Traffic Way. I'm Caroline Hogan, and we talked to the organization and a veteran about the importance and need for low-income housing here in Kansas City.
Everyone deserves to be heard. This is a voice for everyone. KSHB 41. She went to a pet store looking for her new companion.
I seen Betty and
B41 News.
Homelessness is a problem we see in our community, right? And those who served our country are among those without a home.
That's why St. Michael's Veterans Center is about to break ground on a third phase of housing. This addition will add more than 60 units to that campus. KSHB 41 News reporter Caroline Hogan spoke to a veteran living on campus about how it's changed his life.
From 9 to 12.
In Ozzy's coffee shop at St. Michael's Veterans Center, his one rule is no talking about politics.
This is like the barber shop. Come in here, you relax, have coffee, donuts.
It's become a safe space for him that he's proud of.
It is fulfilling for me to come down here and serve my fellow veterans.
Not long ago, the Marine veteran was searching for somewhere to go.
People need a place to call home, to feel safe, to lay your head down and not worry about anything.
The campus brought him stability, and with new units coming in 2025, he hopes others
There's a lot of us out here
can benefit too.
Over 12 years ago, when we imagined this project, it was a serious problem.
Susan Engel is the executive director at St. Michael's and said the goal is to create sustainable housing.
Affordable housing is important. Without a place to live, nothing else is possible.
Deeper than growing the campus, they're growing a community.
We couldn't do our work without their help. So it's that sense of connection to other people that you live with that makes this really valuable.
Susan believes veteran homelessness is always going to be an issue Kansas City faces, but they're hoping to change that and bring more people into Ozzy's coffee shop.
This is home. This is our community, and I love it.
Caroline Hogan, KSHB 41 News.